Hi everyone, this is Terry from Harmonic Forex. So today my agenda is pretty clear. What I want to do is to share with you guys how to draw a harmonic pattern, which we call it the Cypher Pattern. Just to note that this pattern, it happens all the time. You will see it as the most occurring pattern among all the other patterns, but statistically it has one of the lowest hit rate. Probably around 4 out of 10 trades will be profitable. But we have successfully managed to utilize this pattern to catch some very good trades over the past few months. So for today, the reason why I'm sharing this pattern is because I'm in a giving mood, and I'm just very grateful that for the upcoming class in November, we have one of the largest intakes so far for our RTM harmonic course. So to just to reward our subscribers, with really good quality knowledge, I have decided to put out this video to share with you all how we can use just a few Fibonacci lines to plot out a pattern, and this pattern potentially can net us profits every single day across the 25 pairs that we monitor on a daily basis. Yep. So I hope that you are excited, and I want to begin my analysis on the pair called the sterling franc, which I currently have a pending order on. This is a pair which you might or might not have traded before, but harmonics is a pattern where it can apply to all currency pairs, especially those which are pretty liquid. Yep. So this is the MT4 platform. It does not matter which broker you're currently using. No, it should have all the tools that you need to be able to draw this pattern. So first step, I want you guys to configure your Fibonacci. This is the Fibonacci retracement tool, the one with the F with the lines going horizontal. So these are some of the tools that we use on a daily basis. If you happen not to have them on the charts, what you can do is you can just right click on just beside this arrow button, right click, do a customize, and everything that we use should be available on the left side of the bar. Configure them by clicking on it and pressing the insert button. Yep. So you can see on a frequent basis what I use is an equidistance, Fibonacci expansion, Fibonacci retracement, time zone, the triangle, the rectangle tool. They are very, very useful. So please configure them, and I'll teach you how to do it in this video. Okay. Next step, click on the Fibonacci button. I want you to drag a low to a high. Alright. So yours might not look like mine at the moment. The default color should be on a yellow lines, on a black background. So if you happen to have configured your background color to be white like mine, how you configure is you do a right click on the screen, go to properties, and you can do all the color changing here. Play around, it's pretty easy. Okay, so the next part is, after you draw this Fibonacci line, double click on the line. You can see the 3 dots coming out. Right click on any of the dots, click on Fibo properties, and you'll get to see that you have 4 tabs to choose from. Okay, configure your Fibonacci to be like mine. I like to have my initial lines, this line here, thicker and with a striking color. And for this Fibo levels, try to use a color which is easy to see on a white background. Plus, don't make it too thick. Yep. So this is what I type into into my Fibonacci configuration. What I would do is that I will be attaching this template for you guys, and just type it accordingly into your Fibonacci settings, and you will get to see all the lines here plus the price right at the side. This is for easy trading. Okay, so the Cypher pattern is made out of 2 triangles. It looks something like this. This is the bearish version of the pattern. Yep. So for any harmonic pattern, if you happen to be new to it, it's made up of two triangles. The triangles can look pretty different. And this cipher pattern, the reason why I'm teaching you right now is because it is the easiest pattern to learn for beginners. Yep. So there are rules to follow from point to point. A total of 5 points here. We only trade when price reaches the 5th point. So we name it the X, A, B, C, and D. Just let me draw it out for you. Yep. So a lot of time in harmonics, what you are actually trying to do is to wait and wait and wait, and to only strike when it reaches a high probability zone. Yep. So in this case, you can see that X, A, B, C, D, 75% of the time you are, or 80% of the time you are waiting, and you're waiting to take action only at the D point. If you inverse this pattern the other way around, it is to buy. This current pattern that I'm sharing today is to sell. Okay. So first step, draw a Fibonacci from a high to a low. What we usually use is grid lines to tell us where to draw from. And we go to the daily chart. And where we look at is probably the last 2 months. If you flip to the daily chart and you press Ctrl Y, you will get to see these separators. Every single separator represents about 1 month. So this is this month October, this is September, this is August. Yeah. So we look for highs and lows that happen in the past 2 months, because market, they always like to watch last month high, last month low, last month support, last month resistance for levels to buy or sell. Yep. So you go back to the H4 chart, and every separator now represents a week. So if we go back to the daily chart and we want to find a high, a clear high. So this is what I call a clear high. Draw from a high to a low. Map it to the tail of the candles. Just like this. Okay, use this point here. So the first criteria. This is the X now. You have X completed, you have A. For B to be valid, it has to be point B has to be between 38.2 to 61.8 retracement of Fibonacci. Okay, let me explain. Okay, so this is the X, this is the A, and if you draw a Fib retracement, which is this tool that I've taught you to configure, the point B has to fall between Fib 38.2 to Fib 61.8, which in this case, you look right in, oh yeah, it has fallen between this zone here. Take note that the price should not close beyond 61.8. Sometimes you see the candle tails touching 61.8. It's still okay. Just make sure that in the time frame you are trading, in our case the H4 chart, the tail does not exceed 61.8, and you have a valid point B. So right now, out of the 5 points, you have 1, 2, 3 completed. The next is to look down. All these levels have already been configured for you in the attachment that I have sent you, that I have sent you together with this video. Yep. So now you have X, A, B done. For point C to be valid, let me list out the criteria for you. So point C has to be between 1.272 to 1.414 extension of Fib extension XA. So you draw the same X to A, you don't have to change anything. Extension is all the prices that goes below A. Yep. So in this case, you look at this extension level here. Okay. So this is the extension level, and it has to fall between 1.272 and 1.414. Yep. In this case, it managed to hit this criteria, and we have a valid point C. We have 4 out of 5 points ready. What we're trying to do now is to look for an area, we call it the PRZ, potential reversal zone, to go short on the sterling Swiss franc. And the criteria for point D, what is it? Let me write it out for you. Point D has to be between at 0.786 retracement of XC. 78.6 retracement of X, correct. So what you do is that previously you had your XA map like this. I want you to click on this line and drag from the point A to point C. And look at the criteria. Point D has to be at 78.6 retracement of XC, so X to C now. And 78.6 here is the level that we are looking to go short on the sterling Swiss franc. So supposedly right now this is quite a good price that we can enter the sterling Swiss franc. Just take note about where the stops has to be. Okay, let me map out the triangles for easier visual illustration. So this is how a cipher pattern looks like. Yep. Okay, stop loss. A good way that we can put in very good stop loss is to use this indicator called the ATR. So I like to use a 7-day ATR for my stop loss setting. So right now we have the ATR showing about 33 pips. Stop loss for this pattern has to go above X using 1 ATR as a gauge. So I would have put my stop loss at 33 pips above 1.518. That makes it, okay, let me just list it out. Make a bigger font. Okay, entry will be at 1.4993. Stop loss 1.5118 plus 34 pips equals to 1.5152. Okay, last but not least, profit target. What we do is that remove the Fibonacci lines, draw it from point C, a low, to the high of point D. In the event that the market spikes higher, sometimes it does, just remember to adjust your point D a little bit higher and calculate your profit target accordingly. So usually what we aim for is minimal the 61.8 level for our ultimate profit taking level. But initial profit taking level is always at the 38.2 level. So in this case, just let me put out the numbers for you to see. So I'll like to put in two TP levels. TP1 will be at 1.4826, which is about 4842, sorry. So this will make about 151 pips of profit. Let me calculate this too. Stop loss is about 159 pips. So you get about a 1:1 risk to reward on a TP1. If the price hits TP1, if you risk 159 pips, you make about 151 pips, which is about 1:1. That's pretty okay. But many times, about 60% of the time, what we can see is that the price will hit about TP2. And TP2 is usually a level where there is very strong support and resistance to the left. So TP2 is 61.8, that makes it about 1.4725, and profit target will be about 88 pips. So if you risk about 160 pips, you make about 288 pips. It's almost 2:1. Yeah, so this is sterling Swiss franc. This is a setup that we are going to put out on our signal service. Okay, so this is the Cypher pattern. You can see it occurring all the time across many different pairs. And right now, today, I just want to cover this and hope that you really learn something about harmonics. And this strategy that I teach today, you can apply it starting from today on any currency pairs, indices, or even commodity pairs. Try it out and see whether it works for you. This is a strategy that we, the trading community at Harmonic Forex, have been using for a very long time, and this pattern itself has proven to make us profits over the long term. Yeah. So before I end off this video, I just want to thank you for your attention, and secondly, I want to talk about upcoming seminar. We have one last seminar of the year to get traders in for our prop trading program. That will be on the 17th of November, which is on a Tuesday night. Yep. So I will put out a link in this YouTube description below. So click on the description box, and the registration link will be there. Click on it to register and meet us if you happen to be in Singapore. I thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and look forward to us creating interesting and very quality trading videos that you can learn from in the upcoming weeks and months ahead. And stay tuned for our weekly analysis, which comes out usually on a Sunday or Monday, and one in the middle of the week. It will be done by me and my team. Yep. So I wish you guys a great trading week ahead, and happy profit.